deep love for Tiss, but my love for Marcus is much deeper.
Thank
Just want to put that out there. Mega Man Boss Cube, I love you.
That
Oh god.
delights me, actually. Yeah, to find out that we have that kind of setup going.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. So what are you thinking? So who are the people that you're mentioning in this Boss Cube? I'm just curious.
So it's pretty much just everyone in the list you gave us. It's Akarut, it's Ozishra, um, Akarut, Ozishra, Songshore, the other one, uh, Foxy's, Adius, Gallery, the Tarask, and um, but yeah, Tis would have been setting this up in like a common area, trying to like finally, because I don't think we have in any concrete way, finally kind of work out the best approach to those things that ail us. Um,
I love it. So I want to ask, um, just everyone as a blatant whatever. That's 8 scary things. Um, which of them is scariest to you right now?
Um, really depends on like the terminology of scariest. Like, which one
Which
do
one
we
do you think
use?
is the one that is going to be the hardest to overcome?
Oh, the hardest. Um, Probably Ozishra.
Interesting.
Tis has thoughts about that actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Tis also has a question for everybody too. It is
Yeah, go for it.
basically, uh, who of that list, if anyone, would you be comfortable leaving alive at the end, quote unquote, end of this?
Ozishra.
Same here.
Definitely.
For some reason, her too. Yeah.
Mm.
And possibly the Demogorgon.
that,
I
that
mean, keep
a
in
little
mind
less.
we're playing him against other people, other
Mhm.
forces, so like he may just get himself into some trouble and not make it out, and then we clean up the rest. But like other than that, yeah, it doesn't
Asma,
seem
Emily, scariest thing you would leave alive?
I feel like Akarut's the one we can't leave alive more than anything.
oh
He's
fuck, you're
actively
right.
trying to destroy the world.
I
The
think
others are like wanting to destroy the world, but passively. So it's like, it's not as big of a deal.
I
they're
get
like
it.
song short. Yeah.
Um, was it Adius last game that something weird happened with him? I don't know. I can't remember. If I
Adius
missed that.
is really pressing to me right now. I think Adius and Akarut are the most pressing for me.
Okay.
The one I would leave alive out of all of those, I mean, the main three of the temple haven't actually left the temple. They're not as much of a pressing threat to the rest of the world.
Those being Ozishra, Thoxys, the other one.
Yeah, but like,
You know, I have to say, when I named the other one, like I had this idea in my mind that's like a cool imp. Oh, he's the other one, or whatever. And now it just always sounds like we can't remember the third guy's name. And I get that, and it's totally fair, and it's totally legitimate. I just been pointing out that like expectations, reality, it happens.
It did start out that way. It felt very profane.
yeah.
Yeah,
But now
does.
it is like, yeah, a bad memory.
I mean, yeah, it was. It just turns out it's hard for something to maintain its profaneness or profanity when it is something that we have to talk about a lot. Like it just demystifies it. So
I reckon we should just start calling them Thing 1, Thing 2, Thing 3.
Please press your DM. Knock over it. Do what you need to do.
Next boss's name is going to be that guy.
If you do that, Jack, if you make that happen, if you just start calling the Xbox that guy, then there's literally gonna become a boss in the world that's named Fuck Jack. He sucks.
We have to go fight that guy and the other one. Quickly,
Wait,
grab
that
the
guy or the one
sword.
Oh,
Oh,
if we ever
pardon me.
make a legendary weapon, I'm gonna call it the Thingamabob.
Do it. Make a legendary weapon. Call it the thingamabob. So, how did that feel? You answered your question, Marcus and Ortiz.
Really well. Yeah, because I
Mhm.
think this is like trying to compile like as much information as possible as like as survivable as possible and achievable as feasible as possible. So like we've worked out the most pressing for I think a couple of us is Akarut, and then Adius as well. Jack, did you say what was most pressing to you?
I mean, like, there's a difference between like technically what we quote unquote should do and like
Mhm.
between what I'm actually concerned about, because like in a piss poor way, I must admit, like the demigod that's building an army in the north, I feel is something that can, in my mind, be left alone, even though I know it's the exact opposite.
That's another thing to consider actually, because I think with a few of these we each have some leverage. I have a favor that Akaru. Uh, Celia has uh, former tutelage under 80, and so on and so.
Well, I don't anymore because I've
Right,
just broken Sorority out. So now he hates me.
but we do know him
Actively
on
hates
some
me.
level. For as little as we do know, we know him a little. Uh, and then
Yeah.
there's the consideration of depth. Ozisha's at the bottom, and as far as I'm concerned, she hasn't done very much.
Yeah, she seems fine.
Fine,
I think
I don't know, but
Chill.
I mean, she invented blood magic, so let's bear that in mind.
I mean, like,
I thought
All
she
she's
said
done
that.
is be nice to us, though.
yeah,
Like she hasn't actually been mean.
and like the other
I
thing
mean,
is, on
why
a
hasn't she been mean though?
technicality-
It's because every time you've walked into her presence, you've been like, "Yeah, and by the way, also 1,000 gold."
and like, yeah, that's how it
It's
Turns
a
is.
out when you have
consistent.
like from her perspective, you guys are just worshippers of hers, and she's like, "Sure, why would I be? I don't need to be mean to my worshippers right now. They're bringing me gold. As long as they keep bringing me gold, I don't have to be mean."
But like, how evil really is blood magic, though? Like, right? You can't blame somebody for inventing and perfecting something because it's an invention. It's something to
It is
be
entirely your guys'
discovered.
call. I will also, as
Well,
a reminder to the players, though the characters may or may not. I actually am not. I actually think the characters may not know this, which is probably one of the reasons why the players may have forgotten. But I will remind you that Nulri has a psychic pull on our dear rogue here, from like session 5 or 6,
Yeah.
so a year and a half ago now.
that we still don't know
uh,
about, if I'm not mistaken.
that I'm pretty sure you don't know about, but I wanted to remind the players so that you guys were aware of that.
yeah, the most we're getting from Nauri is like bad vibes. But we've never had anything that actually solidifies our dislike of her, so we just kind of skirt around her suspiciously.
We're frustrating,
Yeah.
yes.
We need to just go up to her and be like, "Are you evil?" And if she says yes, we can just be like, "Right, cool. We'll kill you then."
Yeah, she's sick and dying. She's old. You know, maybe she'll go on her own.
Are you
She
evil?
really
The
reminds
classic.
me of the.
The Are You an
She just
Undercover
really
Cop?
reminds me of the witch from Roadblock. You know,
What
like
was
that
that?
book, The Witches. She just really reminds me of that, and I don't know
The witch
why.
from what?
The book, The Witches.
Oh, the witches. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know why,
Well, she's a witch.
but that's how I imagine her.
She's a witch.
No toes.
I think
She kind of. I know she's got nothing to do with blood magic, but she kind of reminds me of Harma from Avatar. Like when you
Yes.
like that is how I see now. You know, and it's not good.
Fair enough.
Also, we've gone 1.5 years in this game, and I did not know that's how you spell Foxies. I thought you spelled it with an X-I-S.
Same.
Oh, we could do that. That's cool spelling.
Oh god, that's fine. I've got like 9 pages of notes to correct somewhere.
Oh yeah, I thought I thought it was closer to the second one.
I don't really care.
Yeah,
I want to be very clear. Like,
Yeah.
all of these are translated from some foreign language that you can, so people would disagree about the pronunciation and the spelling. Common is not the same as English.
Fair. I think the most pressing and the immediate, like this session, definitely has to be um, saving the Sphinx because we're already using the rib soul shear, so yeah.
I think we
shit! I got a
also
doll tool.
the
Too.
doll.
I think.
Yeah, the doll.
I have no memory of
What?
that.
Okay, so let me. This is a weird chain of events that ended up like making a doll of me exist, in and of the fact that I
Right,
had
yeah.
duplicated myself, right? And
That was
then
clutch.
one of the other roles
fuck yeah.
was to turn one of the, which at this point I'm not even sure if I'm the duplicate or if I'm the real Zerial, and that's the concerning part. But like, it turned the doll permanently, or it turned the duplicate, or it turned me, not quite sure, into a doll permanently. So I just
But
have a
You
doll
still
of me.
share hit points and stuff, don't you?
Oh my god, do I have a Horcrux?
Yeah, I mean, you have a, you know, I wouldn't call it that, but yeah,
Oh,
you certainly have an object that is magically linked to your soul.
oh, okay.
It's not quite a.
Except it's like it's Zerial sized as well, so it's not a very good Horcrux.
No,
it's
it's
not.
small.
It's very easy to
Turn
damage.
into a doll.
Small, teddy bear.
Is it?
Small.
It's
Oh,
a teddy bear.
chill.
It's less than a foot tall.
I'm tempted to give it to Pineapple so he can do whatever he.
Just like
do
bite
all
the
the
shit
things
out
you
of
did to
That's
Pineapple
brutal.
to him.
this speaker in it.
The ultimate revenge.
I will say I don't know that we can or necessarily need to say this thing, because she is still is still in Doxy's service. I think he's just pissed that she was helping us or really anybody
Yeah.
other than him.
But he's coming to kick her ass. Like, I'm not quite sure what he's going to do to her, but it's not good if he himself is personally coming up to see to it.
So it's a question of whether we want to potentially deal with Thoxys right now, which I sort of do not want to. I think really the tomb lends itself to dealing with everything from the top to the bottom, and actually I wanted to propose something for that, and I think we should dismantle the fucking thing. Like literally, I think we should break it down from the top to the bottom and use I don't know, homes, things, whatever. Can deal with everything from the top to the bottom. That would also mean dealing with Akarut first, because he's on the surface and everything.
I think. I mean, the main pressing thing here to me is that Adius is now actively pissed off and is going to come and find us to take Seropi back.
That is true, too.
So if we go to the surface, he's going to start attacking us. But if we leave it too long, he's probably going to come down and find us.
I think
What?
we should go. I think. How about this? We are right now at the Temple of the Six, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to Thoxys, we can always run if we do actually encounter him, but like, our hope and our prayer is that we only have to fight the Sphinx, and that's it.
Wait, what?
Right? Because she's under his control, she's going to fight back. I think, if I remember, that's what Matt said. But our, how do I say? I think that is closest to us, and then we work our way up to the surface, because once we hit the surface, then we have to deal with M's, which is
Hideous.
yeah, Adius. And then we can go and we can set out for Akarut.
What do you think?
That like, makes a straight line.
Royal you, everyone. Like, what do you think about checking on the Sphinx, seeing if she knows whether she's gonna get murked or not, getting to the surface, dealing with Adius right away, kind of getting it over with, and then Akarut.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea because I don't want to give Adius too long to prepare because he's got a whole army under his command. Remember, so.
And then also, oh god, he does. The Sphinx, I really would not like to fight her, if that is a possibility, because she's cool, but also an asset.
Well, that's the reason why we're fighting her, right, is to release her so that way she doesn't because whatever Thoxys is going to do will remove her capability of being an asset for us.
Do we have a way of communicating with her?
I'll remind you that, sorry, just for the record, from the other one, Zerial got a tool that will enable him to cut the control that
sword
he's suffering from.
Yeah.
Turning her from, so the idea is that it would turn her from someone who has been very nice to you and wants to help you but is under someone's control to being someone who is not under that person's control. So Zerial started thinking about recruiting an ally. I wanted to remind everyone that.
Okay,
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Would that also involve fighting Thoxys in a hellscape?
If we see him, we run. That's my plan for it. We just bail the fuck out because honestly, right? The worst that can happen is the fact that we take some glancing blows on our way out, right?
The worst that can happen is we get stuck there and we can't get out.
Yeah, well, that's why we'll have you. We'll have you set up I know, a teleportation portal somewhere nearby, so we could just dip.
It does take time to do that, but sure.
It takes what, a minute?
Yeah, that's 10 rounds that you've got to keep me covered while I cast the spell.
Keep in mind, the preparation one takes a minute to cast, right? Or is that just one turn? If you've already prepared it.
I've got to prepare it, which takes 10 turns, and then it takes an action to cast.
Okay, so it just takes an action. If we prepare it beforehand, knowing, yeah. So we do have an escape plan, technically, as long as we set it up beforehand.
Can we use the rib sword without getting pulled into, the way we did with Seropi? Because
I think that was specific to, I could be wrong, but I think it was specific to Seropi.
I think before anything we should try to get in contact with monsters. Does the divining portal in the pool in Utia's temple, does that allow for communication, or is it just?
That's an excellent question. Let me double check because it's been a while and I don't remember any of this. So let's see. There's 4 parts to the pool, right? And it can do 4 different things. It can summon a water elemental to help you. It can summon. It can show you a place. It can move you to a place, and it can. I forgot what the 4th one is. Let's find out. Scroll.
Real quick question. We took a long rest, right?
Yes.
We didn't go that far.
We hadn't officially
But we
gone.
can.
If you'd like to take a long rest, you should feel free to do so, although I will always remind you that time is always passing.
Worth it, yay or nay?
Hell yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm for it as well.
I mean, the Temple of the Six is relatively safe. It's just giving him time to prepare.
Yeah.
It's giving everyone time to do whatever the freak they want. Okay, locate object, clairvoyance, teleportation, and water elemental. So the answer is it casts the clairvoyance spell. Can the clairvoyance spell allow for communication? I think the answer is no, not officially. You would have to teleport there to speak to them. Yep.
You want to just go there and speak with them?
Yeah, we might as well. Hopefully the rib sword does not fight a dream. It wasn't a dream. Whatever it was.
Yeah. I think it was...
we can always ask her.
The only reason why I say that is, more specifically, what's his name had divining powers, or it was its own brand of magic. I forget specifically what it was.
Divination.
Yeah, and then I think she also may be a little bit more resilient. So,
only one way to find out.
Yeah, true.
I have a question for Matt about spells.
I have an answer.
I have a sanguine augmentation that says when casting a spell as a ritual, you can spend 10 plus the spell level hit points to cast it immediately instead of spending time to cast it as a ritual.
Then that is a
Could
power that
that
you have.
also-
That is bullshit, but yeah.
Can I use that to lessen the time needed to cast a spell?
If it is
Say-
a ritual spell.
Which teleport is?
Is it?
You're looking at
I
teleportation.
don't think it
spell?
is. Yeah,
Let me check. I don't know if it is. Let's find out.
I don't think it is. Teleportation spell.
It is not a ritual.
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! All over again.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, it would be. There's a desire to keep some movement not free. Let's see. Ritual spells. Let's see what we got here. Anything that would help you in this circumstance. Ceremony, commune. You guys commune or contact other plane in the middle of a battle. Divination, always useful. Feign death, instant summons, forbiddance. Let's see, Liamon's tiny hut. Meld into stone. Telepathic bond.
So as far as getting to Unstrusa, or no, not. No, yes, it was Unstrusa. Are we taking the water portal?
Yeah, we can summon an elemental. He'll help us in combat if we do enter combat, and then yeah,
and then we have a way out.
Yeah. While we're talking, because it's going to give us a little bit of time if we do talk. We will have Celia set up the portal.
Okay, hopefully we don't get there and it's crunch time. Does it take time to set up the portal? Like any meaningful amount of time?
Takes a minute to cast, and it's only open for 6 seconds.
The water one, the temple.
Oh right, not really.
Is that instant? Okay.
Pretty much.
All right, I'm if you all are.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm excited. This is
Right.
exciting.
It is.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I feel like I should set up a battle map. Pardon me for 1 second.
Damn it all.
Good start.
Not like in a bad way, just like, you know.
Just in case.
You know, I like how I have the spell knock. I don't know why I took that, but I love it.
I like that you have it too. Okay, let's see what we got here. Nothing is quite the right shape, so I will just make do with something that is the wrong shape, and we will pretend that it is the right shape, if that makes sense to people. Ooh, what is this? Oh, wait, no, that's way too creepy. I don't want that. Creepy. Well, okay, I'm just gonna start talking, and we'll make do in case we don't get there. So, you summon the water elemental, and then all of you go through the portal that is formed as a whirlpool in the middle of this clean, clear pool dedicated to the goddess Utia. And you find yourselves tumbling out in a chamber that you guys have been to several times. Large chamber, and Unstrusa sits guarding a door at the far end. She looks at you all sadly.
And I mean, it's not a horizon really, but a hallway, right? I just like to make sure there's no one on their way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
11.
Not that you can tell.
Okay, I'm gonna jog up to Elmstress.
Greetings, Tis.
Hello, you do not appear to be in good spirits. Why might that be?
The path before me is set and stressful.
I look over at Zuriel. I think we might be able to help with that. We're also privy to the fact that Thoxys himself might be on his way here. Do you know anything about? Well, I assume you.
My choices are limited. You understand that?
Yes.
Yeah, we make our own destiny, even if we need help from time to time. So, and we are hopefully here to help you. So,
Zuriel, you have the sword.
Before I pull it out, I'm going to ask if she would be okay with being blindfolded.
She looks at you sadly and says, I truly, truly wish that it did not come to this. And she just sort of gets up from her perch and starts to stretch.
Just backs up. Celia, do we need prep time for the portal? Or is it something you can do now?
I can start casting it now.
But it would take 10 turns.
But you'll have to cover me. It will take a minute, yeah.
Is there not a version where it's like you teleport, but it's kind of fitting?
The 7th level spell.
How about this? Instead, we just hoof it.
Yeah, you do. I will say you do know like
the
the exits in this room and like the routes out and blah blah blah.
How far are we from the surface?
Good question. Not that far. Here, I'll even pull up the map just to remind you, since it's been a while. There's also like a degree to which like we fought for every inch here, and now like going back is so easy. But just to put this in perspective, this will put you in room 35, over here. Right.
And the river water will protect us because it's bad magic.
Like, so you know, let's see, you've got multiple routes up to the surface from here. You could go through this room, which used to be the robot room, and back up to the standard route. Or this is also like that staircase. This is where you met Grastic, by the way, on this bridge. Remind you guys. This staircase leads up the back way to the back entrance to this channel that you guys found. So this place is pretty small at this point. Yeah, and Onstrusa looks at you sadly. And she says, "I'm sad to say that my orders are clear."
Is there anything we can do that will mean you don't have to do this?
I cannot tell.
Yeah, they use the sword or we run. Oh.
Yep. Well,
use the sword.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can use the sword in the same way that was before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Let's so you start moving towards her. And her response is to roar. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw. This is against fear.
Oh boy. Wait, do I have something against fear?
You also are all within Tiss's radius, so Tiss is what? But what's the bonus to get to on top of these wisdom saves?
Plus.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it might be more. I think I bumped. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's +4 now.
+4. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Zuriel will need that.
I may hold up. I'm 100% sure that there's something to do with the wintry ladrin, and it might just be me fearing other people, but worth a check.
Woof.
Well, guys, Celia, you are not afraid of Unstrusa, and therefore can get closer. Everyone else is afraid of Unstrusa, and I'm going to need you all to roll initiative, please.
Just
Oh.
clicky. And make it easy and clicky tokens.
Okay, I do have something, and I don't have it written down, and I don't know why. But starting at 10th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be frightened while you are conscious.
Great. None of you are afraid.
Woohoo!
That whole roll was for naught. But to roar,
Does
this loud roar that echoes through the chamber and reverberates through the halls. And as it quiets, you feel like you hear this evil in
does
the
that
distance echo
only
back.
count as long as we're in Tiss's radius, or does it
Yep.
apply?
10 feet.
Oh yeah, but the roar is a single thing. So if you are not, like, the roar is not ongoing, or this roar is not ongoing. So if you survive your wisdom saving throw in this case, it doesn't, like, when you leave, you're still no longer afraid. If that makes sense.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, I've got Zerial in the initiative. I will add Celia to the initiative.
Sorry.
No worries. I will add Lyra, Asma to the initiative. Beautiful. Cool. Celia, that makes it your turn first.
Okay. Just checking with everyone. We need to kill her.
We need to see what the sword
Not
does
kill,
first, I think.
We need to get her. It's like a Pokemon. We get her low and then we capture her.
Okay. That's a good start. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna cast Fireball at her, but I am going to cast it while yelling sorry.
Yeah, feel free.
I feel bad.
Good. Did feel bad. Okay, yeah. So you cast Fireball while saying sorry. Okay, yeah. And I think she looks at you as this fireball blows up all over her. And she says, if you feel sorry, then you will not be strong enough for this fight. And she is going to use a couple legendary actions immediately to turn it around and cast Flame Strike. So I'm going to need Dexterity saving throw from all y'all.
Can I counterspell that?
If you would like to try.
Oh God!
I don't know anything about like mage shit, but I don't know if that's like a really high level spell because I only have a 3rd level counter spell.
Yeah, so it's a roll for you.
Okay.
If you want to save it, this isn't. If you want to save it, we have +3, and then we're all taking half damage, as long as we're near. It won't be. I mean, it'll be that much.
The other thing is it gets a roll on the fun wheel, which may fuck up her other shit.
Yeah, do your thing.
Your thing?
Fun wheel.
I'm gonna take it. The fun wheel is far too fun. So
it's gonna be D20 plus your int mod. So just an int roll.
Okay. 20 win.
Yeah, it's not your save, it's your int, but that's probably the same. Yeah, that's a success. So her spell is countered.
Oh my god. Okay.
Would you like to roll on your wild magic table?
Yes. Something wild and something strange.
God.
Now watch as this fucks it all up. Balance and all things.
Here we go. What did you get? 22 and 18? Mm-hmm. Okay.
He turns into stone.
Everyone who is nearby you. Let's make this obvious. Let's see. We will say C, and we will say 10, and we will say, let's see, what's the most noxious? That's a pretty ugly color. Settings. There you go.
Pea color.
Everyone smells rotten eggs.
Yay! It didn't mess it up. I only smell bad.
Yes, you have disadvantage on all charisma checks.
Fair
That makes
enough.
it your turn.
Assuming also stealth. Sorry.
More than likely. Yeah, it just hasn't even drawn their sword yet. I don't think they're. How does dropping in the initiative work?
If you choose to drop in the initiative, you pick what number below the number you got you want to go on, and then you are stuck there for the rest of the combat. You can't go back up.
Okay, I'm going after Zerial.
Okay, so you want to be 15?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, bam. Okay, that makes it Zerial's turn.
I've been playing this game for a while, and I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, okay. Well, I have no hesitation, so I am going to let's just do the Shadow Blade attacks. And
Wait, what about the bone sword? That's why I dropped.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
yeah. My bad. Yeah, no, let's just beat the hell out. Now I'm going to see if I
We're
can use
friends.
the bone sword first, and then attack with Shadow Blade once that doesn't work.
Yeah, make your attack.
Not quite sure how to attack with it though.
It's just a straight attack roll with a attack thing. Any physical attack that is not magical, it will do. You can roll with any weapon.
Give me a number.
All your stuff
because
is
I have
magical,
the
right? Yeah.
brains. Yeah, I have the brain capacity of a enhanced ape.
Sure,
so-
yeah. Let's see. This will be D20 plus either your strength or your dex plus
Okay.
proficiency.
Okay, perfect. So that would be
Probably plus like 9 for you.
yeah, +9. All right. Oh, so it would be the same as okay, Shadow Blade. Sorry. I'll just use Shadow Blade instead.
Yeah, absolutely. So you come forward to attack with this thing. She seems to have been watching for it, and she, as you come forward, she grabs your hand that's holding the blade and just throws it violently. And you have a choice here. You can either be thrown physically against the room or let go of the dagger and have it be thrown physically against the room.
You know what?
Shock the
Let me
child.
yeah, let me look because like I might be able to through either Indomitable or Tides. Like that's the saving throw, so not Indomitable. That gains advantage, but that doesn't work. Yeah, so I guess the choices were between being thrown, you said?
You be thrown against the side of the room with the dagger in your hands, or you let go of the dagger and have it be thrown against the side of the room.
Okay. That is an easy choice. I'm going to get thrown with it.
Okay, absolutely. Can you roll a strength saving throw? Sorry, a constitution saving throw.
Okay. And I will use phase step to immediately go back once I do. But
Totally fair.
you said dex or strength?
Con.
Con. Okay.
49 points of damage as you slam into the wall.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Okay.
And then you want to face step back.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta. So,
That's your bonus action.
What's fall
Okay.
damage? It's 2d6 for every 10 feet.
It's 1d6 for every 10 feet.
She threw you as
yeah.
she threw you like what, like 200 feet of force? Like I don't even know.
Yeah.
She's a
So-
strong lady.
We're fine. But yeah, I'm gonna make the second attack in the turn.
Is this with the actual Shadow Blade or with the dagger again?
With the dagger. And
Mhm.
you know what? I'm just gonna use action surge and then attack twice more with the dagger.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Like I want to get at least. Okay, yeah, the 27.
Yeah, one hit with the dagger. Cool. Why don't you roll 1d4 plus 1? Or
Okay.
sorry, 1d4 plus dex.
Oh wait.
Not 44.
Yeah. and then that would be +4, so it'd be 8.
8 damage. Yeah. So you stab her with the dagger, and you see as the dagger starts to like seep into her, but then her body just seems to reject it, and it forces your hand out of her, and she says, "Not ready yet for that."
Okay, so we do need to.
Okay, come on,
Fuck.
Battle.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, and let's see. The second one doesn't hit, correct?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use the legendary action to claw you.
Oh,
Ooh, bad roll for me. 15.
That's a +12.
Yeah. 15
Okay.
to hit.
You know what? I don't think it does.
Excellent. That makes it Tiss's turn.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Tis draws their sword and runs up to Onstrusa.
Okay.
Right in her face and right back into Zuriel's odor.
Oh god, it smells so bad, dude.
Is it straight up rotten eggs or is it sulfur?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's rotten eggs.
That's awful.
Yep.
Okay. Just the old oh actually. I could Divine Smite isn't a spell, so I could cast a bonus action spell. Okay, so I'll do Searing Smite. I'll do that at a higher level. Okay, so I'll cast it at 3rd level. So it'll be 3d6 for the initial attack, I think.
Assuming you hit.
Assuming I hit, yeah. Ooh, I do, I think.
That definitely hit. Yeah, sorry. 29,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, so there's the longsword damage.
Nice.
Then I have 3d6 coming away.
Nice.
And then I'm putting a 4th level Divine Smite into it.
Nice.
That would be 4d8, is that right?
5d8.
5d? Oh,
No,
wow,
it's
okay.
2d8 plus 1 per level.
Oh, yeah, 2 on the first one, okay.
Yep. No bonus for her because she's not undead.
Before it surges, I apologize profusely. I am so sorry for this. Like,
Nice roll, dude.
Oh,
Second attack.
8. Oh yeah. Forgot
3
about
and
that
a
second
7 on
attack.
5 dice. That's pretty good.
Okay, yeah. And another longsword swing.
Miss. Yeah, she bats that one away.
Okay. And then that's it.
Okay. She looks at you and says, "My turn." And she roars again. This is against deafened and frightened. And paralysis. So let's see. Who's within? Let's see. Tis, what's your radius?
10 feet.
10 feet. So I see. That seems like Asma. Sorry, Lyra and Celia are both outside of that, so they are not immune to the fear. So I'm going to need wisdom saving throws from the two of them. I'm also going to need wisdom saving throw from you and from Zero. I need wisdom saving throws from everyone because this starts having multiple effects.
I am going to gain advantage using Indomitable. Yay! That's funny.
Beautiful. You are not affected. Lyra will be affected. Tis, you will be affected by half, and Celia, you will be affected by both parts. So let's see. Tis, you fail the save. You fail the save, but you are not possible to be frightened.
Does 18 succeed? Because that's what I.
Oh, you have an 18 plus 4. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes, an 18 is a success. Never mind.
Okay,
nothing
cool.
happens to you. But on the other hand, Lyra, you fail. So you are deafened, frightened, and paralyzed. So you cannot move closer, you cannot hear, and you cannot move. You also you automatically fail strength and dexterity checks, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Sucks.
Same with you, Celia. which I'm going to use as an opportunity to... Let's see, what am I going to do? Ooh. I hope you know I have to try to win. And she points one of her claws at you. Who would she point it at? Tis.
Oh boy.
Tis, I'm going to need a... Oh, gosh. I'm going to need a charisma saving throw.
Okay, just a second.
I really want you to succeed this, otherwise this is going to go real bad real fast.
Oh, not. It's by far my least favorite kind of spell.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Charisma. Oh, yeah. 30 total.
You are not banished to another plane.
Yay!
And let's see. Because of that, I will Misty Step over here, and I will Action Surge to attack. And who do I want to kill first? I think, Celia, you're the biggest threat to me from her perspective right now. And you're paralyzed, correct?
Yeah.
So that'll be a 31.
No. Oh, no.
And a 24 on the second attack. I assume both those hit.
Sorry, what?
Okay, so that'll be...
31 and a 24. Okay.
Yep, I assume those both hit.
Yeah.
Cool. That'll be 28 points of damage to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And that is my turn. Lyra.
Wait, what did you say? Frightened, paralyzed, and deaf.
Yep.
Right.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry. I did that math wrong. I apologize. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about this. You know that 28 damage that I just did to you? Because you are paralyzed, I do 29 more damage on top of that. Sorry.
More on top. Okay.
Yay!
The attacks within 5 feet of you are crits on paralyzed.
Okay, but she is in melee range.
Yes.
Can I use a reaction?
Yes.
I'm gonna use Blood Pool.
Okay.
I'm gonna completely become incorporeal.
Okay.
Can I do this? Am I allowed?
Sure, why not?
Because I'm paralyzed.
Yeah. It seems like it's a reaction. It doesn't say anything about... Let's see. Let me check the text on paralyzed. 1 second. Ooh, does it have verbal components? It says you can't speak. Does it have a verbal component?
Yeah. I think so.
No,
Hang on.
I'm sad to say.
This is horrible. Wait a sec. Where's the spell? Yeah, it is verbal. Okay, never mind.
Wow, this is awful. Lyra.
I don't know what can be done if everything is paralyzed.
That's true. You are incapacitated, so that means you can't move. You can't take
Yeah.
actions. You can't take reactions. You can take bonus actions.
I feel like my bonus actions involve movement now, and I can't move.
Well, that will prevent you from taking bonus actions.
Yeah. I think I was just trying to angrily sort of... I don't know if she has the ability to move her eyeballs, but just stare at herself and just be disappointed. And just like, we're trying to will herself to move, but she's not able to.
Great. Why don't you make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn to see if you can recover?
Oh, Unstrusa has a constitution too.
Oh, I have to make a con save as Unstrusa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I get a 13.
She takes 1d6 fire.
I will add that fire damage. Roll it.
Can I have the wisdom save to break or?
Will be at the end of your turn, not at the beginning.
Oh, turn.
5 more damage to Unstrusa. That is the end of your turn, Lyra. Celia, you cannot move, you cannot take actions, you cannot take reactions, but you can take a bonus action if you want, if you have anything that doesn't involve movement.
I
My
don't think
guess
I
is
have anything that doesn't involve movement or verbal. That's the
then
problem.
that is a problem. So at the end of your turn, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I will do that. Wisdom save. 17.
Are you within 10 feet of Tiss?
No.
Then that's a failure still. Excellent. Well, before Zerial goes, I'm going to use a legendary action or code 2. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm going to cast Flame Strike again.
oh boy, guess who has a reaction all warmed up for it?
Great. D20 plus your int.
Alright. I'm just going to use the same int save. And I'm going to gain advantage on that using Tides of Chaos.
Okay, roll again. That's a success. The spell is cancelled, which is good because it means it doesn't do lots of damage to everyone around.
God,
and if you would like to roll several times on the wild magic table.
Yeah. Okay, so
Let's
this
go.
is going to be the 20, the 100, 20, and the 100.
Okay, so the 100 is 5 and 13. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the 100, 5 and 17.
That's not good.
Okay, well the first one's pretty minor.
Okay.
You guys watch as Zerial grows an entire beard made out of feathers.
Okay, fair enough.
And the second one, ooh, interesting. You, Zerial, immediately gain 20 temporary hit points.
Oh,
nice.
That is very useful considering I'm a half health.
Zerial, it is now your turn.
Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna.
A long time. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast darkness centered on. This might be really bad, so I'm gonna ask M first. Okay, would you be okay with me casting darkness centered on Celia as like an item in her personal possession?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Do whatever. It's not like I can say no, to be honest, because I can't say anything.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of time to like recover, but if you do end up going down still, then it makes it like really difficult for. Well, I guess I can always cancel a spell, so yeah. And then
You could cast it on my hat or something.
that is true. Oh wait, another thing is
Because then there is the option of me taking off my hat.
yeah. The other thing is concentration. Fuck. Okay. So hold up.
Well, you're not concentrating on anything right now, I think.
Yeah, but I could be. Is the real deal. Because
Well,
Hex is a thing.
does more damage. Pretty useful.
Yeah.
Do the thing that does damage. We
Okay.
need damage.
Fair. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna attack twice, and Hex is a bonus action.
Okay.
Smelly as I am.
Yeah, what do you want to give her disadvantage on?
I don't think it really matters, does it?
Strength and Dex are like
Is
the
it-
top choices, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only really matters if like skill checks are going to come up. So usually the most common skill checks are
We'll do
grappling and
Dex.
stealth. So what?
At Dex, because that means that she will never avoid any of the AOE, right?
It doesn't affect saving throws, unfortunately.
I wish it did. I wish they would just make it saving
That's so
throws.
annoying.
If they
Yeah.
did, they would have to make it a more powerful spell. Imposing
Oh,
disadvantage
yeah.
is huge.
What is it, a cantrip? For first level?
No, it's a first level spell.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Really, you think of it as like a minor bonus. Is like And you're slightly more likely to grapple someone. You know.
You know what? It would be anything to do with because like her whole deal is like intelligence, right? Like normally, so like that just as like a funny one. We'll do it to wisdom
Okay.
because
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, so like
So that I mean that affects her perception checks, so she's less likely to spot Lyra hiding.
oh, good stuff. So yeah, so Shadow Blades twice. Ooh.
Hit and hit solidly.
And then Hex and Hex.
10, 16, 8.
And then I did not cast Booming Blade, so we don't have Booming Blade, but that's good enough. So that's it for me.
I've got bad news for you.
Oh boy.
As you're attacking, the hex does damage, but the blade itself, she seems not to care about, even a little bit.
What kind of damage was it?
Psychic.
Oh, sure. That tracks.
Tis, that makes it your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move up. Oh, actually, first I'm gonna bless everyone except me and Onstrusa.
Obviously.
Then I'm moving there, and then I'm using Hungry Jaws.
Do it.
Right.
21 solid hits. Dang, 15 points of damage. That's quite a powerful bite. So Tis comes charging forward, blesses everyone, and like in this like very noble way, and then like charges forward and is like, "But I'm gonna bite you," and like just slashes onto one of Unstruce's paws and like starts holding her down. She's trying to like pull her hand from it, but like a dog with a toy, just like not coming out, and she finally rips it free, and there's like this trail of blood as Tis bit into her. Pretty effective.
And that is it.
Okay. Unstruce is like, what's that smell? And why do you have a beard? Of feathers. And I'm sad to say, but I think she's gonna try and kill Celia.
I'm gonna die.
29 to hit.
Yeah.
And 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 8d10 plus 12. 63 points of damage.
God.
Oh my gosh. That
Are
is
you alive?
20 points over what I have. That's ridiculous.
So you're
I'm
down?
done. Mm-hmm.
Then she'll do her third roar. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Everyone is near Tis.
I'm gonna indomitable that.
Okay.
Do I still make a save?
Yeah. I'm sad to say. Yeah, I'm really glad you succeeded that.
Everyone has a
Not
D4
spell,
too.
right?
Yeah, you get a D4 too. Just that puts you at 17, 16?
17.
17 is just under what you need, dude.
Ah.
Lyra, that's a failure. Zerial, that's a 22, is that right?
Yeah.
Or 27 or whatever, that's success.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take nothing. Tis and Lyra, you both take 36 thunder damage and are knocked prone.
Okay. Jesus. Okay.
Zerial, you take 18 thunder damage, and immediately, Celia, you fail a death save.
Oh no.
Oh, you died with things who were on our list.
Yeah, at least I
Lyra,
didn't die to something stupid.
I believe you are still paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the end of your turn now, and you get to make a wisdom saving throw. You are blessed. Oh, that's a 21.
You did.
Lyra, you are no longer paralyzed.
Good.
Okay.
I am going to attack Tis now as a bonus action. Tis, you are prone.
That I am.
22 to hit, though.
Mhm.
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay, 2d10. You are not paralyzed, though. So that'll just be 17 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And that makes it Celia's turn. And Celia, I need a death saving throw from you. That is your second failure.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I was gonna say if you rolled a 1, that would have been
Oh my
so
God.
bad.
That makes it Zerial's turn.
All right. First thing I'm doing is I'm feeding her a greater healing potion.
Okay.
It's the only one that I have, but that'll do. Do you want to wait until next turn?
Celia, what's your max HP?
100.
Okay. I could definitely do more healing than a greater healing potion. With my action. If you can do damage with, if you could do more damage with yours.
I can definitely. Oh wait, no. Actually, technically, I don't think I can do more damage because, well, maybe.
I think I would be able to actually. If I do the divine smite thing again.
Yeah, because the thing is one, if she takes a action in between us and finishes off M, then that's really really bad because obviously we just lost Celia. And then the other thing is
you're so right.
Psychic damage. My blade, which is my main attack, which is
right.
hilarious because
oh my god, yeah. That sucks.
Twice now, and I didn't even. I was supposed to get another sword, like a backup sword, but I completely forgot. So technically, I don't even think I can deal the most damage anymore. So,
okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll feed her the healing potion. So, and it is a
How much is that?
It would be a greater, so I'm not quite sure what it is.
44 plus 4.
Okay. So 15.
Thanks. At least I'm not dying.
Good enough. And then I'm also going to use, as a bonus action, Second Wind. And then, Second Wind. Bring me back up to 22. 75.
So, is nobody paralyzed now?
Yes, no one is paralyzed anymore. And I will add to that. I will allow Celia, as she comes back to consciousness, to roll an Arcana check to see what you know about Sphinxes.
24.
Wow, that is a nice roll. I will flat out tell you, Celia, that they've got this powerful roar that they use. It does 3 different things, and then they can't use it again for another day.
Oh my god.
Good to know.
That sucked. Right. So at least you can't do it again.
And that is Zerial's turn. Yeah?
Yes,
Zerial, you're done?
That's my turn.
Oh, you roll your second one, right? Good, okay. Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna legendary action to swipe at Tis again. While you're down. That's a crit.
Oh my god.
See, it's a good thing that, like...
Yeah, she could have wiped.
That'll be 30 damage to you, Tis.
Yeah, Celia could have been a fine mist in the air.
Yeah, because if you had went down here, then she would be just, like, left making her final death save.
As an aside, guys, just so you know, I do now have a spell that means I can bring people back from the dead as long as they haven't been dead for longer than 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Which is very useful. But
Okay.
I will also add that if you're the one who's
Yes, that is the problem. Please keep me alive.
And that makes it Tiss's turn.
How's Mr. still looking?
Yeah, why don't you roll an insight check?
Not my best roll.
What is it? Sorry.
Or skill. A 13.
13. She is very close to bloodied.
Okay. Yeah, just going for a longsword swing. Oh no, actually, Searing Smite again at their level.
Good.
And then long.
24 solidly hits. 21 damage.
Yeah, you would have dealt, like, even at my maximum, you would have dealt way more with this.
Mm-hmm. Plus 2d6. That's 3d6, right?
Oh yes, you're right. Third level it is.
Another 6. Nice.
And then okay. Then okay, I'm gonna use a third level Divine Smite.
For another 48.
Dude, and I thought I was the damage of the party. Like,
Well, she nerfed you so bad. Like, well, yeah, the psychic
not
thing.
even. At like my max stuff, you are dealing far more than I possibly could. Like,
Paladins are heavy spike damage. They tear through spell slots so quickly.
Mhm.
Your real advantage in damage as a fighter is that you can go all day.
True.
Yeah.
Like you don't get worse over a long day, whereas Paladin
yeah,
does.
that's very true. I'm down to first and second slots already. After
Yeah. Do you
turns.
want to use a second attack?
Yes.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Okay.
On the other hand, with your earlier insight roll, I will happily inform you that she is now bloodied.
Okay, I'll shout to Zuriel. The sword, the bone sword. Would it cost anything to toss him Dreamer's Thorn?
What do you mean?
How much
Action economy
damage
wise.
did that do previously? Because the bone
Oh,
sword does a D4, right?
Yeah.
D4 plus dex.
Okay, so that is about 8 damage, right?
Definitely
And
6.5 on average.
yeah. How much does Dreamer's Storm do?
It'll be 1d8 plus dex.
Yes, that's. I think it's honestly better to keep attacking with the bone sword.
Just in case it matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the worst thing. I don't think that's the worst assessment. Dreamer Storm will definitely do a lot more damage over time, but without attuning to it, then it's not going to be like a lot more damage over time. It's like it's not the least useful thing, but like the potential upside of the dagger is high.
Yeah. Because like maybe it's just like resistance over time will just be lowered by multiple attacks.
Certainly possible. Okay, well it's my turn. My master won't let that dagger come near me. And she points a finger at you, Zuriel. I need you now to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh boy.
Unless you want to attempt to counterspell or something.
Okay, yeah, it is a spell.
Yeah, it is 100% a spell.
Okay, so we are going to counterspell because why not? Roll on the fun table.
And roll that int for me.
Alright.
This is your third level spells? This is your last one, I think?
Oh, that's... Yeah, let's see. This is... I have it at... Let's see.
You might have.
one.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think... Let's see, I used it once, twice. Yeah, so this should be the third, so I'll set it down to 0.
Sounds good.
So,
okay, let's see what that is. So that's a failure. So you failed to counterspell this. But why don't we roll on your something wild and something strange and see whether it's better for it to happen before you leave or after you leave, because she's banishing you. 63 and 16.
Oh, okay.
63 and 16.
That's so bad. If you have the dagger, it's so bad.
Huh.
Okay. Is that a good huh? Bad huh? Like,
I think
coulda.
you had this before, and that's why you had an extra spell slot. But I'm pretty sure you triggered the same wild magic as again.
Oh,
You permanently gain one spell slot of your highest level spell slot, and you permanently lose one spell slot of your first level spell slot.
oh, okay. And wait, was it like one higher or was it like the highest?
It is. It's. It would be the. Sorry, it's one below the highest level spell slot you can cast.
Okay.
So that's probably for you. I think that's for you, the second level spell. I don't know though. I have to check.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here, I'll put the full text here for you, feather beard guy, and then you disappear.
Oh
With
wait,
the
so
dagger.
I don't make the charisma roll?
Oh yes. Sorry. Now you have to make a charisma save. You're right. Sorry. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Sorry, I got confused because of the counterspell.
Yeah.
Unless anyone
okay.
else wants the counterspell before he has to make this roll.
No.
Okay.
Ouch.
You
I
have a
mean,
+4.
I have a 1 in charisma.
You'll be fine.
You have bless. You have plus a d4. You also have tis near you, so that's plus 4.
Bless is gone, actually. It's concentration and searing smite.
You
Yeah.
lost concentration.
Okay, I could
Searing smite,
drop.
yeah.
I could drop an item as a free action, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna immediately drop the bone sword because
Totally fair.
I know I'm gonna fuck this up. The +4 is not going to save it. This is gonna be. I'm calling this now. I've
No.
never been more sure that a roll is gonna be a
Natural 20.
one.
Natural 20. Guaranteed natural 20.
Oh my god. Okay, never mind.
So it's a 15 plus 4 is a 19.
Yeah.
That is 100% a success.
Oh my god. Okay.
See, I was right.
You have no idea.
No.
That ends her turn. Lyra, that makes it your turn.
Oh my god. I mean, she dealt more than half my hit points in one attack by just electrocuting me a little bit.
Yep. Also below
Can
half.
I'm going to stand still and aim and try and just shoot her normally. But I'll use one of the +3 to hit and damage arrows.
Nice.
Really,
Yeah,
the one
well, that
time I
makes-
didn't need it.
That makes that a 30 to hit, I believe. And then that'll make it 12 damage plus sneak attack.
Always.
Plus 12 plus 16. Wait, is your sneak attack set up right? I just want to make sure this. Wow, that's just a bad roll. Okay.
I mean,
It's supposed to be 76. Yeah, like I still roll 16, which is impressive. But
yeah, I
It
was
is
gonna say,
impressive. There's 2 1s and 3 2s in that roll.
if anyone were to roll these things, it would absolutely be Asma.
So that's a total. So that's 16 more sneak attack damage. Anything you're adding on top of that?
no, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Like, the real question is, I wonder if she tries DMing, does she roll oppressively good? Like,
No, this is what happened when I did I did DM for a game with friends, and I had set monsters with extremely high hit points, but I never hit them. I always missed. They got
Dude, you are literally the easy mode DM.
I kid you not, they took no damage whatsoever from me because I just couldn't
That's so funny. Oh my god.
I had
Lower difficulty settings.
I had a creature that had only spells that either do like a boatload of damage or nothing. Like not the halfway. They didn't have any halfway spells or whatever, the sort of mixed spell things. And the group got really confident because they kept on doing nothing for like 4 rounds, and like then they almost got this person down, and then the person got off 3 disintegration spells in a row successfully, and killed one of the party members. It was awful. It was great.
Oh my god.
Okay, Lyra, that is your turn. I am going to legendary action, and I'm going to try to kill Tis. 21 to hit Tis.
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
I am doing well against you, even though you are standing now. I did not need that advantage. 24 points of damage. Good roll for me. And that makes it Celia's turn.
Okay. I have a lot of things to do.
Okay.
Right. First, I'm gonna down a healing potion because I really, really need it.
Good. Bonus action.
16. Cool.
Gotta love it.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast my 7th level spell, Hemo Wave. Which apparently is set up wrong as a spell card.
Okay, so you're hitting just her. So that's going to be a dex save
Yes.
first. Well, I do not like that, I will admit.
Yeah.
That is a 15. Is 15 a success?
Oh. So I'm going to roll 88 plus 15 necrotic damage and use 5 hit points for this.
Okay, to make that do 60 points of damage. Okay. And then you want to
Yeah.
add to that?
And then the 3d12.
Okay.
Oh, and they're
I have a con
paralyzed.
save to resist this, right?
Yes.
I also have a con save, so I can resist the second half of this. It's a fail, though, for another 30 points of damage.
And she is pushed back 15 feet, and she is paralyzed.
Okay.
yeah, all right. Damn, bro. Fucking remind me
That's
not
a good
to get
spell.
on that side.
That
That
Great
was one spell slot.
But to be fair, that is a 7th level spell, so
That is a powerful AoE 7th level spell. I like that one. That feels like how blood magic should feel to me. I like that one. That one feels good. Okay.
It's only voluntary movement that gets us attacks of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's some fuzziness there with mind control. It turns out mind controlled movement is not considered voluntary. Is considered. Sorry, mind controlled movement is considered voluntary, but not being blasted back by a wave of hemomantic magic. What does this look like when you do this?
Ooh. I think the first wave is like dark red power, and then the second wave is like bright light as the fire hits her as well.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So there's just this wave of dark blood red power that just shoves her back, and then this wave of bright red firelight just burns through her. Yeah, I love that. She is no longer looking bloodied. She is well past that. And she is paralyzed. Zerial.
I think if there was
Hit her with the
ever a
bone.
time, like, this is
Sword.
the time.
I think so, yeah. Status effect, low HP, that's prime Pokeball territory.
Yeah, I'm going for it and going at it. So
Okay. You have advantage.
okay. Does that turn into triple advantage due to Elven accuracy?
Yes.
All right. So in this case, since I have 2 attacks, I will just make 3 attacks,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll just count it or whatever.
Okay. First 2 solid hit.
And so in that case, the third one doesn't matter because that was just the rerolls.
Yep.
But yeah, so and this is like, oh wait, shit, no, this is not Shadow Blade. This is a red, so it's D4. You said?
Yeah, D4 plus 4. Yeah. So as you're doing this, she's fallen over and is like stuck on the ground and paralyzed, and she's sort of like shivering as racks of blood magic track through her veins, and she sort of like opens an eye and looks at you and says, "If you do this, you'll invoke his rage."
Good. I think that's something that I have more or less accounted for.
So you plunge the dagger into her, and as you do, a beam of sickly green light appears. It looks like a strand of energy, and it seems to be holding her claws and wrapped around her. It looks like it looks like she's tied up with it, even though she can move. And part of it is a leash that is around her neck and seems to just go off in a direction through walls, through everything around her. And as you get close, you can see this leash that is there binding her.
Let's see. I don't know. Is this a bonus action spell? Let's find out. No, one action. the most impressive use of the spell knock it would be. But yeah, with the second attack, could I attempt to cut the chains?
So you're trying to cut the mystical green light that's somehow binding her to something?
Yes.
Absolutely. Everyone, you look as Zerial seems to get close to Onstrusa and then pulls out the dagger and starts like sawing through midair. Just like this in midair, as if there was something there that none of you can see.
Okay.
Honestly, not the most insane thing that Zerial has done.
No.
Yeah,
With,
he is
by the
doing
way, a
this with a
giant beard
beard
of
full of
feathers.
feathers.
Yeah.
And smelling of rotten eggs.
Smelling of
So,
Okay. Zerial, you are cutting the strands, and then snap. The strand gives way. And as it does, all of the green, dark green, sickly, necromantic bindings that have been wrapped around Onstrusa, they start to diminish and fade. And you see, as the strand that was connecting her snaps, it just is yanked back into the wall. And you know intrinsically that there's no way that Thoxis knows that one of his powerful servants that was bound to him against their will is now free. And you watch as the bindings break from Onstrusa and fade to nothing in your eyes.
we did it.
We should go. We should leave.
Okay, but there's something I desperately want to do first, and I will gladly die for this, considering that I've been wondering this for over a year. What the fuck is behind that door, Matt? It has been a year since I had seen that door, and this is patience. This is time. I will gladly kill Zerial to figure this out.
Zerial, what do you? We can ask her when we get her to the surface. She can tell us.
No, I must know.
Secretly, Tis is like,
Oh,
I
so
kind of
we're
want to know
taking
too.
Ostrisa to the surface.
Oh, I don't know. Temple of the Six, the surface.
Yeah, you guys are free to leave. Like, I don't care. I need to see what's behind the door.
No, Tis is curious too. They want to see.
Okay, I want to know, but like,
Hold on, let me pull it up for myself.
Just Thoxis, he's right behind the door.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, what's up?
Oh.
Pardon me for 1 second. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. I know what the answer is, but I just want to make sure that I don't forget something that matters. You know how that is.
Do we think the Temple of the Six is safer than the surface right now?
yeah, because of
You think
Aegis.
so?
Well,
Oh, right.
Although she might help us.
I think she would
You
actually.
could. She's
No, actually, she
all
knows.
boss.
She knows. It's a Sphinx, right? Like, she knows the temple through and through. She knows where she would be. Like, in fact, she could even answer for us, right? Because, like, if we ask her a riddle, right, she has to answer where the safest place would be for her, right? So that's like
Does she
within
still
her
have to do
power.
her
Yes, good
riddle
point.
thing?
What was that?
Does she still have to do her riddle thing, or was that just something she?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think that's a Sphinx thing rather than like a Bound to Thoughtseize thing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like I think that's like how the power is invoked, right?
Like a knowledge for knowledge thing.
Yeah.
You open the door and
Oh my
look
God.
behind the platform that Onstrusa was on. And you see a long, long hallway that is illuminated by sickly green light, at the end of which there appears to be a statue of a lich.
Is it a lich that we know?
Yes.
What are we thinking? Phylactery or?
Oh, yeah, good point.
Well, either way, I kind of don't want to investigate in case it's guarded somehow. Can we investigate later when we've got more hit points?
Great
yeah,
idea.
sure. I mean, at least we know, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. There's closure now.
It's pretty far down there. There could be more things that you can't see.
fuck it. You know what? No, I'm too curious. I'm gonna fully
Can
explore.
can I oh god, I don't like this, but can I restrain Zerial?
Zero, how do you
Oh.
feel about that?
Yeah,
Please,
Zerial and
please
Jack.
no. Look, I understand, but please,
The
my
light.
brain. I know it's ominous green light, but wait. You know what? No, you have a favor.
But from the god of death, not undeath.
Yeah. No. No.
I don't understand. I'm not following at all.
There's a statue of you know who down at the bottom.
Not Akarut.
Oh,
It's a
not
statue of Thoxis.
Oh, it's a statue
Yeah.
of fucking Thoxis. Okay.
I will say, what will I say? I will say this and this alone as a hint, or at least not as like a scale thing. The Zerial, you are the only one that knows this, but there was this binding that was on this binding that connected Onstrusa to Thoxis did not go in this direction.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah. So I genuinely I trust it, and like here's the thing, right? I will cast Expeditious Retreat. I will be there and back again before you even see what hit light you, right?
Okay, it'll take a second to get the teleport stuff ready, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like by the time that you guys are out, then I'm out. So
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do anything for you.
yeah.
I'll bless everyone again. Everyone except me and
Hang
Onstrusa.
on. Sorry, why do we need to teleport? Can't we just walk back to the Temple of the Six?
Oh, is it that
Uh,
Not very
close?
far.
Oh yeah, because the teleportation circle's in the second
Right
level
here.
of the tomb.
Yeah.
Which we're on.
Yeah,
You
fair.
guys have cleared out a lot of nonsense, I will say. So
It's not that
Okay.
dangerous anymore, yeah.
So yeah, in the meantime, how about this? I run through and I see if there's any loot to be grabbed, things to be yoinked. I'm gonna ask specifically Asma if I could borrow her portable hole, just in case there is a large treasure chest or something that I could just yeet into it. So
Yeah, sure. If you go a bit slow, I'll tag along. I've got blind sense now, so can I see if there's any hidden creatures around there?
yeah, absolutely. You want
Ooh.
to go? So the two of you are going to work together to go there.
cool, that works.
Yeah, steals cool out.
While the others tend to Onstrusa.
Yes.
that-
Ask
is
her
that
where
good?
she'd
I'm
be safe,
imagining.
and then we
Sorry,
can,
I'm just imagining Celia and Tiff like standing there like the disappointed parents while the two kids run off.
They are blessed. Everyone except me and Onstrusa. Whatever that's
Yeah.
worth.
And then here, how much damage have we taken? If you could dump some nice
Oh,
little
sure.
spicy heals.
Yeah, let me do. I'll
I'm
do
just wondering
30.
how Asma
Nice
is.
spicy heels.
Would 30 put either of you over your max?
I only need 28. So
Okay. What about you, Lyra?
30 puts me almost at the max.
Okay, so I'll do 28 to Zerial and 32 to Lyra.
Great, thank you so much. for funding our expeditions.
Yay. Alright. And I'm expeditiously retreated, so
So you're very, very fast.
I'm spooed.
Excellent. Well, I'm gonna start with the two of you, and then I'll cut back to their parents. Thank you, Zelia, for that image. So you two start tearing down the hallway very, very quickly. The cool green light. The statue at the end of the hallway seems to be of Doxy's, and it has a very expensive diamond in its chest. The statue itself seems to be made of jade entirely.
Oh.
Behind it are red curtains, illuminated by the green light, take on a sickly glow.
Okay. Do you see anything behind the curtains with blind sense, Asma?
That's a good point. I have to get within 10 feet of it, so I'll do that.
There seems to be a door behind them.
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. We scout out the door, and then we take a rope, we put down your portable black hole, and then we yeet the jade statue in its entirety by breaking it off of its pedestal into the hole. And then
It's not on a pedestal, it's just there.
Oh, it's just
the
there.
floor.
It is just there. How big is this statue? Is it like normal
Life
person
size, exactly.
Oh, beautiful.
The real question is, how cursed is it?
You know what? Good point, but fuck it. I see a big ass shiny rock, and I want that rock. So yeah. But yeah, so I know better than to fuck with curtains from our last escapade.
Right.
So I'm gonna use Shadow Blade to cut down the curtains and not touch them.
I want to be. I cannot help but tell you this. That is 100% the correct choice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've learned that.
No doubt. Yes, that I just want to be very clear. That was 100% the correct choice. I'm not going to tell you what would have happened, but that was 100% the correct choice. So you cut down the curtains, and there is a door there. It's actually a pretty nice set of double doors, ornately carved and decorated. Quite beautifully, actually. Kind of reminds you of like some of the tomb decorations are like kind of twisted and evil because they're like Thoxy or other one E or whatever, or of Zisha E. But this is like more the traditional style of the original builders of the tomb. Quite a nice door.
And you know what is going to make it even better? I am going to use a spell knock to open that.
Mm-hmm. The door pops open, and behind it you see a large round room that is lit by dim amber light. The two most immediately obvious features of this circular room are two holes. One is 10 feet wide and located in the exact center of the room. It is circular and seems to be very deep. The smooth walled shaft leads down and up as if it is a shaft. But around the room, you see a large wooden box, or also known as a chest. It seems to be attached to the wall somehow.
All right. Well, I'm going to use knock again to open the chest.
Absolutely. So without approaching it, you use knock to open the chest. The chest pops open. It is filled with coin and also some items.
Ooh.
All right. Are there any?
They are seem to be defying gravity and are held tightly against the wall.
Oh, the items or the chest?
The chest and the items inside of it now.
Oh. Can I use Mage Hands to start taking some of the more magical, spooky, scary looking items?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And if so, I will enlist Asma to help as well.
Okay. Absolutely. So you start doing that, and I'm just going to reveal to you immediately that it becomes very clear to you as you're doing that for some reason somewhere around the chest gravity changes. So like as you're picking things out of the chest, it feels like you're from your mage hand's perspective, it feels like you're lifting them up, even though you're pulling them towards you, if that makes sense. So
Okay.
gravity on that wall is some sort of localized field that is working differently. Yes, absolutely. You get stuff. We will figure out what the stuff is, but I have here 4 magic items. That
Yay.
So I'm going to figure out what those are because your guys' characters are very different than obviously the original characters. And that seems like we should change that. But you get 4 magic items. In addition to that, you will get... let's see. Let's just total it up. That would be 4,500.
I like how it's just like how to not fuck with the trapped room. Like
Mage hand, man.
101. Knock and mage hand.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do want to clarify that there's this large like elevator shaft here. So that'll be 4,500 gold pieces, as well as a 300 gold piece diamond, which some people know what that is used for.
And are we able to like push the statue into the yeah, do we still want to do that?
You want to push it into the portable hole?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tip it.
You push the statue into the portable hole.
Yes.
All right, damn.
And then we are bailing out of there.
Let's cut back before you do.
I was gonna say, just before we go, I think we've been to one of these shafts before, but I can't remember. Or at least we've seen one of these that connects to multiple ones. But I can't remember if it was above or below.
I mean, do you want to look through the hole?
Yeah.
Oh no. Before she does, can I tie some rope to her?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's see what we get here.
The special child gets put on a leash. I thought I was bad. We did so good.
This shaft seems to extend deeply down and far up, and as you approach it, you feel the gravity magic work upon you and start pulling you across the room, but you're tied to a rope, so you're okay.
Aw. I kind of want to know where it would take you, up or down. Wait,
can the wall?
No, but is this from the wall?
Yeah, the gravity is pulling you to the wall, so it's pulling you away from this. Can you make a perception check?
Yeah. I
Do
still
not
want to go.
touch the wall, by the way.
I want to touch the wall.
With that, I will happily tell you that on the wall you see dust of bones long since decayed.
You would get stuck to the wall forever.
Yeah. Perhaps it's best not to touch the wall.
You could probably pull yourself towards the hole, if, like with you and Zerial working together. There'd be a roll involved, but it certainly seems possible.
I'm gonna turn and like, sort of ask Zerial, what do you think?
Okay, I want to put this in the kindest of contexts I can, right? Think of everything that I have done in this campaign and in every session of D&D that has happened so far. Think about the fact that my character has died due to stupid decisions, and I want to let you know now that I think this is a bad idea. And I just want to emphasize that. Like this isn't like an Emily / a Celia, this is a bad idea. This is like me a bad idea.
That might just mean it's a good idea. A really, really good idea, you know?
That's true. Your ideas do work sometimes.
Sometimes is the key.
No, the key is that they work.
Yeah, but that's the thing is I think that those are good ideas and they end up being bad ideas for other people, right? This is what I think is a bad
Your mother and father want you home safe, Lyra.
I don't have them. No, they don't.
Like we did it. We can go home free and we can explore it later. We could fucking toss pineapple down that motherfucker. We don't care.
We are not tossing pineapple down the elevator shaft. We're not doing it.
Like better pineapple than like you, technically, right?
Poor pineapple. How do you think pineapple feels about this?
Very happy that you are with that he is with you.
Don't think of it as an unanswered question. Just think of it as like a thing that like will be answered later, right? We can
That's an
always
unanswered
go
question for the moment.
back. Yeah, we can always go back
For the moment.
because we have now gotten the reward, and we have the chance to lose said reward, right? And,
Yeah. I think
and
we'll,
lose you.
As
I
a
thought-
You don't get the reward if you're dead. Like it's
You
unfortunate.
never know. Yeah, fine. I think I'll just give up. Just
Okay.
have zero
Plus-
back. She's not walking back.
Yeah. Plus, it also like that brilliant work that we put into like not fucking with literally anything in the room. The genius behind that would all go to waste if we did perfectly execute, not even touching anything in the room, and then proceed to go into the trapped room anyways and purposefully fall into the trap.
Well, maybe people used it for actual transportation.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why the ground bones are there. Like, it's just to separate out the skeletons from the living people.
One day we'll find out.
Meanwhile, we've got Celia and Tiss. And you guys are with the injured Onstrusa. She opens her eyes. Slowly.
I'm so sorry
Yeah, same.
that we had to do that.
I'm not. There was options in this crossroads. I didn't think this one was possible.
How are you
Wow.
feeling?
Awful, but this is the best moment of my life.
I'm going to use cure wounds on her. Second level twice. So 48 plus 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
26.
You don't have to. Oh, that feels nice.
It's just a comfort thing. And I did a lot of that damage, so I'm responsible. You were ferocious. I had a feeling that you were formidable just by your aura, but wow.
I'm grateful I wasn't ferocious enough.
I am glad that we won't have to do this again.
I am grateful. When you live as long as I have in servitude, you sometimes don't even dare to hope for freedom, even if you desperately want it. I didn't want to admit the possibility. But I am so grateful that I am not under his control anymore.
Well, now you're free. Is there anything you'd like to do or anywhere you'd like to go?
I need to rest somewhere safe, but after that, I'd like to find a way to help you.
That would be really lovely of you. We have somewhere safe you can rest. If you'd like to come to the Temple of the Six.
Yes. Yes, that would be lovely. Shall we start walking? They're almost back.
Perfect.
And she sort of gets up on her feet and her legs. You've healed a fair bit of damage, but she took a fair bit of damage too. So I think one of her paws is still pretty injured. And so as she walks, she like does that puppy limp thing that they do when they have an injured paw.
I'll do 2 more levels, but at level 1, so
Okay.
2d8 plus.
Mm-hmm. You exhaust yourself on my behalf.
Well, we're almost home base.
What if something happens?
That's a great, yeah, that's liable to happen. Stuff. We'll deal with that when we get.
Zerial and Lyra return.
We got a bunch of shit, boys.
And you're alive. How cursed is all of it?
Yeah, you know what? It was honestly more difficult staying alive than one would think. But probably all of it.
Right. Monstrusa is joining us back to the Temple of the Six, it looks like. We're not too far.
Yeah, let's go on. I'm ready to rest up. It has been productive. Oh shit, I do need to return to the demo. Oh fuck, I need to tell her. Yeah, so small little thing. That tool that we used to save you was thanks to the Demogorgon.
The other one?
Yeah, that's his like actual name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was due to him that we were able to free you.
That is unfortunate.
Why is that?
It means I owe him.
Yeah. So, if you are so bound by honor.
Some of us have no choice. Zerial the Wild. You like your feather beard? The stench is faded, but the beard will last a while.
Yeah, I already had like the white beard, so like you know what, the feathers like are a little off, but they're fun. So.
Then I hope you do not get sick. And she leaves it at that and starts walking down the hallway. Which route do you want to take? Do you want to go through over the ice bridge that you guys made to get there, or do you want to go through the robot room to get there?
I feel like the Hall of the Ancients is the shortest route. Because it's the hall itself, and then the hallway before it, and then the drop that we went down into, tyrant thing. Bone tyrant, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me. So you make it back towards the Temple of the Six, and you see something that kind of is surprising you. Before you get to the Temple of the Six, where the teleportation portal is, several like tents have been set up, and like a small encampment is here.
Does it bear the name Songshore?
No. It is your people. It's the guild.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, is she not letting through the people who...
Technically good, but like...
I mean, to be fair, she's not supposed to let those people through, but like, why are they camping there?
Oh, before we talk to any of them, there's a statue around here that heals you to full or something, right?
Oh yeah, right up on the thing.
Yeah, just above the 44.
Yeah, you want to go talk to that statue and get healed?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch that bad boy.
Yeah, you are healed to full health.
I'm gonna do that too.
You are healed to full health. Wait, hold on, let me double check that you are. My bad. Actually, I know you are, but... Okay, you're good.
I'll gesture on Strusa over too.
And she touches it and is healed to full health. Whoa, you got a Sphinx there.
Yeah.
We're friends. This is our friend.
With the Sphinx, yeah, more than...
That's, wow. You know this guy. He's a blowhard who is a member of the guild. He's not like a bad dude, but he's very, loud. You know, who works for you. Or works as a member of the guild, not for you. With the guild. We haven't really spoken a lot, but, my name is Zakir.
Well met, Akir. Akir or Dakir?
Zakir. Z.
Zakir, okay, thank you.
Zakir. Sorry. Tis, right, yeah, you're the one who's started this whole thing. How you doing?
We've been better, we've been worse.
Good. You know, that sounds like the life of an adventurer to me, right?
that is true. We found. Why is everybody camped out here?
Oh, well, we were kind of trying to figure out what to do, and started sort of exploring just to find things to do. We're all sort of working together, me and the boys and the witch.
Which witch?
Nullery.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, she
Why?
was
Is that a problem?
Oh,
she a
no,
part of
no.
the guild?
What? Sorry, what'd you say, Zerial?
Is she a part of the guild?
Yeah.
Oh,
Knew that.
okay. Yeah.
Did she request something of you all?
What?
Did she request aid from you all, or something along those lines?
Well, she needs a little help getting around. I mean, she's got all the spell casting that's like super useful with the like, you know, mental power. You should have seen some of the stuff she did with it. But like, she doesn't get around so much. Her bones are pretty brittle, I guess, and her legs don't really, they can't take her weight. So we help carry her around a little bit. One of the boys is working on designing a wheelchair for her actually, but they could get around. But for now, we carry her.
So you're escorting her somewhere?
I mean, she's with the guild. We're sort of moving her around a little. You know, we're working. Seems to blink rapidly. We're working together.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like it's in the spirit of what we've got going on here. Just is very nervous and maybe showing it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not nervous, but like, it's just kind of not sure what to make of the whole situation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think she wants to speak with you. You want to chat with her? You guys?
Sure, where is she?
She's in the second tent there.
I'll look at everyone else.
I'm gonna take on Strisa to the temple, if that's okay.
Yeah, I think
I'm okay with that, yeah.
going back is a priority.
I'm okay if you guys want to. I'm just gonna escort her back.
Zerial, Lyra, are you both adventured out?
Yeah, I think going back is a priority here for me, and definitely talking to the other one.
I don't know what we want to do with our statue.
Oh yeah, that too. You know what? Should we just dump it out here and tell them to pawn it?
No, we should assess that. Oh, you found it. I'll let you.
Yeah.
We should take it to Thingamabob. What's his name?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll fucking.
He would
pay
love
us
this.
Tons, yeah. So, but yeah, for now, definitely want to go back, speak with the other one, see.
Yeah, so these tents are like all over this like little temple area here. The teleportation circle is still available, but like you're gonna walk right past Nelry's tent to get there.
If everyone else is trying to go through, I can run interception and just talk
Yeah.
to her really quick.
And I technically owe her money, so like, I'm gonna very, looking away, like not. I'm gonna run past pretty at a brisk pace.
Yeah. I'm
Well, we
nervous
are
if you start
going with a
attacking my
sphinx. You
target.
can like hide behind the sphinx. Sorry, go on.
No, I feel like that's no. We should not show her the Sphinx. She's all
Yeah.
I don't think we have a choice. How is the sphinx going to get past her tent without walking past it?
It's big.
Oh,
Can we just
easy
cross
idea.
symbols this time?
I'm gonna cast darkness outside the tent on a stone.
You want to cast darkness?
Yes.
Yeah, so you cast darkness, and immediately you hear Zakir say, "Boys, we got a spellcaster attacking us. We got to figure this out. Someone get the dispel magic. Get the witch out there."
Oh no.
Okay, didn't work out quite like I planned.
Built an effective,
Okay.
troop of adventurers who work together. So you hear
Why
someone
did
else's voice. She's not feeling it right now, boss. Fuck. Well, get someone else to do it then. Where's the wizard? I think I know dispel magic, but I can't do it if I can't see the target of the thing. Well, then someone get the witch. Darn it.
Can I go? I'm really sorry, to Onstrusa and cast invisibility on her?
It's fine. She turns invisible.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna remove the darkness.
Where are the enemies? Where are the enemies? Do you see them?
They
I
run
must
out.
have just missed them.
Okay.
Where'd the Sphinx go?
I'm just gonna start walking towards the portal. Just be like, I don't know.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys have been down here a while, man. Like, this stuff gets to you.
Roll a deception check, Celia.
Me?
I don't know. You just turned it invisible.
Aww. 17?
Okay. Yeah, so you make your way to the Sphinx. Zakir, like, grabs Tis by the shoulder.
Oh wait, wow, yeah. What's going on?
Are you just, like, for show, or are you the real deal?
What does that mean? Am I for show? Look at my armor; it's all dinged up and everything.
No. I mean, like, the whole guild thing. Everyone's a team player. We're all equal. Blah,
Oh.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I think a lot of the problem with a lot of things in the world is that power gets put into a hierarchy. People get arbitrarily put on top of other people, control their lives, yada yada yada. I think everything could be, better if horizontal control structures were used. And we haven't seen that happen yet, so I think it's worth a shot.
So when you would feel that it was, I don't know, immoral or something to use magic to get a leg up on someone who you're an ally with, for example.
I need specific.
Well, for example, if someone were to cast a darkness spell and an invisibility spell to hide their actions from their own teammates.
Oh, listen, there's no controlling for chaos, and some people are more touched by chaos than others. And sometimes you just have to roll with the tide.
So, if I were to do that to another member of the guild, you would have no objection.
This pauses in character. It would really depend. I really do need specifics. In this case, I'm not objecting because it's not a productive use of anyone's energy to try to control chaos. Like I said, we were
So
just
as long
trying.
as it's like chaos, then you're okay with it.
No, as long as it's chaos, I will go to varying lengths to try to control it because it can only be controlled in varying amounts.
Well, I think that's mighty disingenuous of you.
I don't. Really, we were just trying to get by without having a lengthy conversation that I'm probably going to have anyway.
I
But that
mean,
was
that
it.
is certainly a possibility, but it's also a possibility that you guys are stealing from the guild right now, or doing any number of things, or just really, it seems to me like what you're saying is that the people that you are closest to, who happen to also be members of the guild, are people that you're willing to bend over backwards to cheat the rules for.
Well, we haven't cheated any rules. That was mostly benign.
One of the guild's bylaws is that you can't use magic against other members of the guild.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
Was that something we all decided together?
No. Well, I don't know. It
Well,
was
then,
something the guild voted on.
really? Did Lenia come up with that?
I don't
Did I
remember.
come up with that?
I don't
Oh,
remember who proposed it originally, but we voted on it. I assume as members of the guild you would do it. You can't use unwanting magic on other members of the guild. You also can't steal from other members of the guild.
well, that okay. See, that makes sense.
Also, treasure that is earned is shared.
Fun fact. Wait, no, I am part of the guild. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm not really. I don't even remember joining the guild, but then I remembered that I half funded it. So like,
You can
technically, I
fund
guess
it,
I'm
I
just
guess.
a member.
Out of character, can I just say we didn't earn it, we found it. Does that count?
Semantic.
Adventurers Guild?
Can we just share the money and get him to leave us alone? Because I don't want to talk to him. I would literally rather give him some money.
I mean, you're gone already. He grabbed Tis, but you and Zerial and I think Lyra all took the teleportation portal.
I feel
I-
bad for leaving to something there. Sorry.
No. Okay. So like, we should share. I think we should share a portion of what we find, because I don't know. There is an element of like finders keepers. Maybe if we find anything, like, you find a magic item. What do you fight with? A sword? You look like a
Yeah, great sword.
great sword. See, that's awesome. I know somebody with a great sword. It catches on fire. It's spectacular. If you found something like, technically it is wealth, and technically, if we're going by our rules, you'd have to distribute it somehow. But why? Like maybe it's better in your hands. Maybe it enables you to find more treasure to split among us.
That's why we've got guild bylaws.
Yeah. Oh, so we have one about magic items already?
Yeah, 80% of all gold goes to the guild, 20% of the finders keep it. That 80% is then divided between all members of the guild.
What about magic items?
Magic items go to the guild, and then an assessment is made to determine who it should go to by the leaders of the guild based on need.
Okay, who are the leaders of the?
Well, right now, you and Lenia and Nalri.
Oh, wait, what?
The fact that Nalri is a leader is quite concerning.
Okay, I said that whole thing about horizontal structures. There shouldn't be a leader. That wasn't something I
It's a
thought would
rotating
happen.
position that we all voted on.
I have not been present for so much of this, and that's so bad.
You've been in the tomb. We needed things to work. Things were getting messy, so we needed things to do. We needed things to work.
Okay.
So we voted. Nalri had a good head on her shoulder. Lenia was an obvious choice, and you were sort of the honorarium that we left in charge because of how you founded the darn thing. But
Okay. Yeah, so we have some stuff to work. I'm gonna go talk to him.
good.
Why'd you say it like that?
Maybe she'll straighten you out.
Okay.
Interesting.
This is
Kick
like
this guy out the guild.
Tis goes and like does that kind of slow like Tis goes to talk to Nalari.
Yeah, that awkward moment where before you enter the room, you hear her say, "Come in."
Oh, Nalari.
Yes. It is good to see you. You have been missed.
I'm glad to hear that.
This organization you have made, it is quite a powerful and beautiful thing. I like it.
I'm glad you have had a hand in it, but I don't think it wouldn't be a guild if it was.
Of course. But you were the one who saw opportunity and took it. And that is something that I admire.
Thank you.
Can you roll a perception check for me?
It's a 0. I rolled the 1 and I have a -1.
Yeah, beautiful. So you see before you, like, she's a lizard folk. She's shrunken though, and pretty severely, like, shrunken at that. And seems like she's rough. And as she's speaking, I think a cough overtakes her. Can you get me some water? It's right over there.
Yeah, I'll grab it and bring it over to her. How has your condition progressed since last summer?
It grows worse.
And the treatment is still, you think, either something at the bottom of the tomb?
There is a creature down there. Ozishra, a dragon.
We've met.
It has what I need. I need to find her and speak with her.
So we've actually been down there. We didn't technically clear a path, a direct path, but we did get down there. And she was amicable, considering we gave her a bunch of gold.
Then perhaps that is what I must do as well.
So I understand, this is something I just learned, but I found out that you are in a position of leadership in the guild.
For now, we rotate, or at least the goal is to rotate with some regularity.
Is it just that third position that rotates? Does Lenia keep her standing the entire time?
The decision was to have it be elected. Whether that works or not, we'll see. But every member of the guild gets a vote on who should lead, and the top 3 vote getters are the 3 that are placed in that position. Lenia expressed some concern about possibly needing limits on people getting the job over and over again, because she felt that you would feel that if the same people got the job every single time, there would be some degree of hierarchy created.
Mm-hmm.
She's clearly not wrong.
Well, as it stands, there kind of is a hierarchy.
I understand your concerns, but I think it is a minimal hierarchy at best. Nominally, sometimes there are disputes, and the 3 of us are told to settle them.
Well, I mean, I trust you both. You're both wise. None of this would have happened without Lenia, frankly. I mean, she ran with the idea. I heeded it, and that was pretty, frankly.
She is a wizard with money. I cannot tell you how well the guild is doing compared to what I would expect for a venture of this sort. It was impressive enough that it led me to join.
So you know about Ozishra. You know about everything else happening in the tomb.
No, I probably do not.
The Tarask.
Ah, yes.
The other one.
No.
Okay. I'm thinking more and more that it might benefit us to dismantle this. I don't know if you know of the community that's holed up false. I don't know if it's fair to call it fake, but the environment, the synthetic environment that's through the portal there.
The portal that only you can use?
Yeah. No.
There's a community down there?
There is. It's rather insular. as far as we can tell, it's some sort of social project by one of the bigger players in this area. But it's, like I said, they have a fake sun. The ceiling is like a painted sky. It's a community, but it's fabricated.
And the people in it, are they good?
For the most part, they've been deceived, and as such, they have a lot of beliefs that don't match with the greater truth of the world. But it is because they've been deceived for a very, very long time, to the point where it's a part of their culture.
I meant more that if I were evil and I had the ability to engineer a society, I would engineer a society filled with worshippers of my evil ways. But you're telling me that is not what has happened? They are free-thinking beings who are not indoctrinated in that manner?
No, that's exactly what happened. But it's beginning to turn around, and I hope at least, that they're seeing the light. There's a temple to the old gods, the six, the balanced gods, that was desecrated. Every temple was desecrated to the point where the gods weren't even present. But they're coming back, showing themselves to some degree.
I would like to meet these people.
You would have to take that up with Celia. She's kind of their representative at this point.
I am taking it up with you, though, because you are here, and Celia has already snuck down.
Snuck. That's a peculiar choice of words. But yeah, it's not my call. Like I said, it's an insular people. I wouldn't want to decide what they get exposed to. Speaking of which, I should probably get down there myself.
I'm going to contact Celia now. I'd appreciate you being in on the conversation.
Sure.
Please stay here. And Celia, you feel a tap, tap, tap on your mind that is someone trying to forge a psionic link. And you sense Tis, and you sense Nullery.
Yeah, I'll let him in.
Celia, it is Nullery. Tis
Hello.
tells me that there is a society that you are helping that is deeper in the tomb.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say. Not sure I'd use the word society at the moment because the society has kind of collapsed and is now being rebuilt. There is definitely a community of people, but they don't really have any unity at the moment.
If I swear to you that I mean them no harm, no difficulty, no trouble, will you allow me and one body man to carry me down into this place?
I'll carry you.
Please, it was too much trouble. For I cannot move from room to room. It would be it would be a lot of work for you.
Can I ask why?
Curiosity, the possibility to help, and to see more. I don't have long to live. Probably 3 weeks.
If your body man also swears the same, then I'd be happy to let you through.
I actually would insist that I be your body man, just to keep the uncontrolled factors low.
It's unglamorous work. You'd have to escort me to the bathroom and help carry me from room to room. Are you sure you wish to do this labor?
Fine with that?
The people there will also be happy to help you, if needs be.
Then that is fine by me. Hold. Thank you, Celia. I appreciate this.
Would you like to come down now?
Yes, I just need to square things up here for 1 second. If you can wait, it'll be less than a minute.
Of course.
And with her physical voice, you hear her raspy throat call to you, Tis, and she says, "Can you call Zakir, please?"
Sure. I poke my head out and yell, Zakir, very
Yeah,
unceremoniously.
Yeah, and Zakir like walks over and says, "Oh, does she does she want me?"
I just kind of deadpan turn my head over to Nalri.
Yes, Zakir, I'm heading in with Tis and the others. I'll probably be back before too long. But while I am gone, maintain everything. Keep people safe and protected. And keep working on the room to the west. See if we can figure out how it is designed and what it does. Be careful not to go too deep, though. There's still magics there that we do not understand. Yep, sure, no problem. We'll keep it up. And Tis, it was nice to meet you formally. And he reaches out to shake your hand, Tis.
I shake firmly. I also give him a quick rundown of everything that is noteworthy and potentially dangerous that we know about
Cool.
in the adjacent levels.
Yeah, that's great. That's very useful info. Thanks for sharing the intel. That's a good thing to know. We're doing some research into. Do you see? He pulls out like a little hand drawn map and he shows you. I don't know if you've been here, but you know there's the healing statue over there on the western side. Yeah, well, there's some secret door behind it that sort of leads to a secret room that seems to have another set of secret doors in it, as well as a creepy statue. We're investigating, but we're being very careful about the whole thing so that no one gets hurt. In fact, no one's been hurt yet on Nalri and my watch. So.
Sounds like you all have this under control.
That's the idea.
Well, I'll probably see you on the surface at some point. I think there's some stuff to work out.
Well, excellent. Works for me. It's nice to meet you, Tis.
Nice to meet you too.
Let us be off then. You don't need someone to carry you, Nalri? And she says, no. Tis has volunteered his large and muscular arms.
He smiles very, very curtly.
And she reaches onto her desk and sort of grabs like several pill bottles and potions and wraps them up in a cloth that was there recently wrapped. She does this with the practice of someone who's done this many times. And she just sort of holds it in her hand and then puts it on her belt and loops it in. And she looks at you and says, "Well, carry me down, Tis."
I will pick her up, take her to the portal. On the way there, and however long it takes to get to the temple, I will slow drip healing. No, lay on hands, one point at a time over the course of the trip.
Into her, or
yeah, into.
Feels nice. And you teleport down, bringing Nalri to the Temple of the Six. And I think that is where we're going to end today's episode. Interesting.
Worst idea ever, but
you know,
It'd be fun.
About it.
You know. Okay, let's hand out some experience points. First of all, you guys defeated. Let me pull up a calculator. And let me pull up D&D Beyond the magic that I need. Okay, you guys are level 14, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, let's do this thing. Okay, so you defeated Sphinx. Anything else you guys think you should get experience points for today?
Lyra and Ziriel's whole side expedition, Like I fully expected them not to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Me
was,
You know what? Honestly, just because of Lyra, I'm pretty sure that there was very close encounter of one of us not coming back.
No, all of it, all of it. The statue should have blown up or something. I don't even know.
that is
Nobody
a sign that you don't know what the
expects.
statue is. But I will say that the curtains turned your flesh to curtains.
Oh God.
Sounds great.
Does it? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Wait, sorry. If your flesh turned curtains, would they have the same properties as the curtains? So everything you touch turned curtains.
Nope.
That's really sad.
But
Have
the curtains
infinite
would turn to
curtains.
flesh.
Like, so this temple, I swear.
Yeah, it's awful. Anything else?
Let's see. We already obviously have the Sphinx.
Mhm.
We
Which was huge, by the way.
yeah, massive. I think I guess battle strategizing doesn't really count. We
I think
really
that's
give them
part of the
that.
Sphinx's points. I thought your battle strategy was good, but I don't feel like there was any roleplay that led to that more than just good battle strategy and the Sphinx.
Oh
being-
no, I mean overall for the campaign.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
I tend to want to reward actions rather than doing things, and I think I'm rewarding the Sphinx.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I nothing particularly stands out.
Yeah, same here. I think that's.
Okay. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give bonus points, not a lot, but a little bit of bonus points for not only did you defeat the very difficult trap room, but you defeated all traps in it without triggering any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So already that trap room was a deadly encounter, and then you circumvented all of the deadliness entirely. So I'm gonna give some bonus points for that. There was no like withstanding the deadly traps, which would have given you points. It was just like you totally beat them. So I'm gonna give some bonus points for that. Anyone else have anything that they feel like they want bonus points for?
See, I love the galaxy brain of the fact that like we not only did that, but then Lyra decides to just go into the trapped room anyways, out of sheer curiosity. That is the most beautiful thing.
Yep, I agree.
Like, have you seen the image where it's like the guy who steps on a rake and the rake hits him in the face, and then it's the second one where he's like skateboarding down an incline with the rake and it still hits him in the face? Like,
That's funny. You should send me that image. I don't know that one.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Anyone else?
Celia survived 2 death saves, I guess. Almost dying. Celia survived almost dying.
It's true. I'm gonna still call it part of the battle, but you know what I'm not gonna call part of the battle is I'm gonna call actually saving on Strusa is not part of the battle. Like you could have just killed her, but instead you saved her. You were very close. I'm very glad you didn't roll just a little bit higher on your humantic wave because she had 4 hit points left.
Oh my God.
She had how many?
4.
Wait, does
okay.
that technically mean that like because I had rolled 2 attacks and I used the second attack, which was a D4 plus 4, so that would have guaranteed put her over the threshold. If I would have tried to attack her instead of the chains, that I would have then killed her.
Yes,
Beautiful.
rather than freeing her, 100%.
Oh my gosh, I dropped her last 90 hit points. That's quite cool.
Yeah, that was solid.
Guys, that's a pretty darn good session then. That's going to be 6,863 experience points.
Now, as usual, we wait for the math to be done. But I wholeheartedly appreciate it.
155479.
155479.
Nice.
Putting you more than halfway to level 15. Rah team, good work everyone. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you all so much for watching. Please go live good and happy lives. We didn't take a break this time because we started a little late. I don't know why we didn't take a break. Sometimes this group doesn't take a break. It just happens sometimes. Go live good and happy lives. Please take good care of yourself and other people as best as you can. I think that's one of the good things that you can do. And as always, the best advice that I can possibly offer you is don't forget to call your cat and feed your mom. Take care, everyone.